Hey, how you doing? It's Rich from Forex Secrets X, and I'm just going to do a quick couple of videos for you, just sharing some of the, well, probably the top 10 Forex trading tips that I speak to people about regularly, both seasoned traders and people who are coming into Forex trading for the first time. It really is the difference between making profit and losing money. I mean, I started trading way back in 1989. I traded in the UK, I went to the financial markets, I've traded commodities, stocks and shares, oil, gold, all over the world. I've been out to New York, I've traded in London, I've traded out in Hong Kong and the East. So I've got plenty of experience over that time, and these are sort of the top 10 things that I think people need to focus on to make sure that they make money from their trading. The first thing, obviously, is vital when you're coming into this business, and that's to learn the basics well. Get yourself some decent coaching and training to teach you the basics. Teach you everything that you need to know about currency trading, trading on the foreign exchange markets. You've got to learn the terminology, strategies, and some of the tactics that work. Don't waste your time and get drawn into a lot of these systems that promise you the earth and some get-rich-quick scheme. It just doesn't happen. It doesn't work out there. Learn the basics well is always my number one thing. Even people who are struggling to make profit and they've been trading for a few years, I say go back to the basics. Go back to your basic manual trading, and once you understand that and you've got a good basis there, then build out your portfolio and build out your skills from there. And it doesn't have to cost a fortune. You don't have to spend thousands of dollars on seminars, things like that to learn the basics. In fact, one of the best packages that I've seen lately has just been reduced to less than $100. It's a 14-video training course, and it basically teaches you all the basics you need to know about Forex trading. So again, if you want more information on that training, then just click the link below this video. But above all, learn the basics well. Number 2, keep it simple. Information overload is something that I think makes people worse and worse traders. They have news feeds, charts all over the place, like this guy here, look, with about 5 or 6 screens, feeding him all different information. Now my whole focus when I'm trading, and still now I have to take myself back and stop having complicated systems, my whole focus is always around the price action. What's the price doing? What are the trends there? So if you focus your attention around there in the trade, when you trade in the markets, around the price itself, then you'll be fine. You'll make consistent profits. Okay? The more complicated your system is, the less chance you'll have of it working and the less chance you have of sticking to it. So just forget all the complex indicators, stick to learning how to trade and build yourself a nice simple system of information that you're going to make decisions from. Don't rely on software. Again, that's probably back to keeping it simple, but the number of people I see and speak to who've spent huge amounts of money on this expensive software which they reckon is going to predict what the market's going to do. It's an absolute waste of money. There is no predictive software out there that's going to predict exactly what a rate's going to do or a currency's going to do in a market. So don't waste your money on it. As I say, stick to manual trading to start with. Now, I do add a caveat to this because there are certain tools and there's certain automated trading software which I use on a day-to-day basis, and they can give you a real edge when you're looking for short-term gains and scalps in currency markets. But always put those into your portfolio alongside your manual trading strategies, all right? Because what we're looking to do is build ourselves a portfolio of systems that work well for us. We've got our manual trading that we do on a day-to-day basis. We can also have short-term automated trading that can bring in nice profits every day, and then you'll have your long-term positions that you'll take in the trade and when trading on currencies, looking for a long-term gain as well. Okay, so don't rely on software, but also don't discount some of the software out there. And again, on the website, on forexsecretsx.com, if you go on there, you'll see there's a couple of tools that I recommend on there, and they're the ones that I use every day to boost my profits each day from the Forex markets. So again, don't rely on any software that you think is going to help you predict prices and price movements, but do look at incorporating some sort of automation into some of your trading and some areas of your trading. Number 4, never gamble. Keep the gambling for the casino, as I've said down here at the bottom. Gamblers stick to the casino. Every trade you get involved in, every decision you make should be an informed decision. based on trend analysis and studying price movements. Okay, we talked about looking at the price. Well, that's what your decisions are made on. Certainly when it comes to day trading, you know, and short-term scalping and making a few pips from a market, you know, keep it very simple, never gamble, and make informed decisions. Always have a goal whenever you make a purchase, and always have an exit price in mind as well. Okay, so stick to that principle and you won't go far wrong. Yes, a gamble, it might pay off for you once or twice, but eventually it's going to cost you all of your capital and you're going to be out of the game. Practice with a demo account. Again, all the Forex brokers I work with and the ones I recommend on my site will all provide you with the facility of a demo account. So you're using fictional money and you can practice away to your heart's content without risking any of your hard-earned cash. Now don't just do that for a couple of days. What I always say to people is practice on there for a couple of months. You know, develop your strategies, work them through your demo account, and then eventually you'll come out with 2 or 3 strategies that produce consistent results for you. And you can get rid of the high risk ones that are going to cost you and stick to these ones. As I say, the whole idea when you're coming into this market is to find what works, learn the basics, and then mix it into a portfolio of systems that's going to make you money day in and day out. I'd say that 90% of the traders who I speak to who are losing money have just dived headfirst into trading, and a lot of it's been done just by experience, you know, and they end up losing a lot of money because they haven't got enough practice or enough experience to know what the market's going to do. So don't do that. Practice with your demo account. If you need a couple of brokers who I recommend, then go onto the site. By all means, I'll happily recommend you a couple of brokers to try who'll give you decent demo accounts that you can practice with. Okay, so we'll call an end to part 1 there. If you want any more free advice, then obviously head over to the website forexsecretsx.com. You can also click the link below here and that'll take you through to the site as well, and I share a few ideas on there as well, so click the link below here. Alright, I'll talk to you again in part 2 of this video on top 10 tips.